Oh, look, there's a fan of Pepla.
Time now for Secret File, the straightforward, hard-hitting documentary program that deals in unvarnished terms with some of the pressing social problems of our age. Here to lead this week's frank, straightforward, hard-hitting discussion is our Secret File moderator, Mr. Paul Sturdley.
Thank you. This week we're going to spotlight a topic that usually isn't discussed publicly. Our subject is the grocery store fruit pincher, that pathological personality who last year alone accounted for more than $18 million worth of fruit spoilage in the United States. In this discussion, we're not dealing with the innocent housewife who may thump an occasional melon or pinch an occasional peach to test it for ripeness.
Oh, look, there's a fan of Pepla.
Rather, we're dealing with the habitual fruit squeezer who has no intention of buying. One of these unfortunates is here at the microphone with me now, and I wonder if you'd give us your first name, sir.
My name is Jim. I'm a pathological fruit pincher.
Can you tell us, Jim, just when you first discovered that this terrible vice had you in its clutches?
What was that?
Can you tell us when you first started to pinch fruit?
I started to pinch fruit when I was about 8 years old, Mr. Sturley. My mother would take me to the grocery store with her, and while she was busy at the meat counter, I'd sneak over into the fruit section and squeeze a plum, or maybe pinch a peach or two. I was always afraid of getting caught, but I couldn't seem to stop myself.
And this habit continued into adult life, did it, Mr. Winstead?
Hey, I thought you weren't going to use my last name. You just call me Mr. Winstead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. Our script girl should have caught that before we...
Well, this is terrible. If my boss is listening, and I'll probably lose my situation.
So we'll certainly try to see that it doesn't happen again, Jim. Now, please go on.
Well, I tried to break the habit of pinching fruit as I got older, but it was no use. I remember on the first job I held, I'd sit there in the office all day just thinking about the fruit I was going to pinch on my way home that night.
You'd stop off at the grocery store and do that, would you?
Yes, I'd stop off at the grocery store and do that. Of course, the grocers would get to know what I'd come for, and they wouldn't let me in the place, some of them.
Jim, what would you do then?
I started drifting from town to town. I was always looking for some place where I wasn't known. I'd get in a few weeks of fruit pinching, and then some grocer would call the cops, and I'd have to move on again.
So this terrible vice became the dominating factor of your life.
Yes, this vice became the dominating factor of my life. Well, after a few years, I got married. I knew I'd have to settle down and take on new responsibilities, so I did the only thing I could think of. I opened a fruit store of my own.
And how did that work out?
It's terrible, Mr. Sturley. I just stay in there all day pinching the fruit. I wouldn't wait on customers or anything. In 3 months, I went bankrupt and my wife left me.
Now, just take it easy, Jim. I know that it's been hard for you to tell this story, but it does have a happy ending, doesn't it?
Yes. I finally sought professional help from my family doctor, and he worked with me tirelessly for over a year.
And with his help, you did break the fruit pinching habit.
Yes, I don't pinch fruit at all anymore. I squeeze tomatoes now, and I find that it's almost as much fun.
And so we close the story of one man's fight against the fruit pinching habit. A great deal of work remains to be done in this field. We can only hope that we have taken the first step toward wiping out this national scandal by spotlighting it this week on Secret File.